Hey there, nature lovers and culture buffs. Ever found yourself pondering how a 2-ton river dweller became a pop culture icon? Well, you're in for a treat today because we're diving into the fascinating world of hippos in culture. From ancient myths to modern media, these hefty herbivores have made quite a splash. So, grab your favorite snack, settle in, and let's embark on this hippo-tastic journey through time. Let's start our adventure in ancient Egypt, where hippos were more than just river residents. These massive mammals played a significant role in Egyptian mythology. Picture this. The goddess Taweret, often depicted as a pregnant hippo, was a protector of childbirth and fertility. Can you imagine praying to a hippo for a safe delivery? Talk about a unique spiritual experience. Hippos were revered for their nurturing qualities, symbolizing the protective nature of motherhood. But it wasn't all love and protection in ancient Egypt. Hippos were also seen as chaotic and dangerous creatures. The god Set, associated with violence and disorder, was sometimes portrayed with a hippo head. This duality illustrates how ancient Egyptians respected and feared these powerful animals, embodying both life-giving and life-threatening qualities. Now, let's wade into the waters of African folklore. In many traditional African stories, hippos are portrayed as wise and respected creatures. Some tales explain why hippos live in water, suggesting they were once land animals. One captivating story goes that the hippo asked the creator for permission to live in the water to keep its sensitive skin cool. These narratives often teach valuable lessons about respect for nature and the importance of living harmoniously with animals. They remind us that every creature has its place in the ecosystem, and we should honor that balance. However, not all cultural depictions of hippos were so flattering or accurate. When European explorers first encountered hippos in Africa, they were in for a big surprise. These early adventurers often misunderstood hippos, leading to some pretty wild misconceptions. Some thought hippos were related to pigs, while others believed they were a type of water horse. This confusion led to the name hippopotamus, which means river horse in Greek. It's amusing to think about how these explorers, eager to document the exotic creatures of Africa, ended up with such a muddled understanding of one of the continent's most iconic animals. Colonial-era perceptions of hippos were a mix of fear, fascination, and, well, appetite. Some viewed hippos as dangerous obstacles to river navigation and exploration, while others saw them as potential food sources or hunting trophies. There were even plans to introduce hippos to the Louisiana bayous as a meat source. Thankfully, that idea never took off. Imagine dealing with hangry hippos in the deep South. The thought alone is enough to make you chuckle, but it also highlights how our relationship with wildlife has evolved over time. Fast forward to modern times, and hippos have become media darlings. From children's books to blockbuster movies, these rotund river dwellers are everywhere. Remember Gloria from the Madagascar movies? She's a perfect example of the lovable hippo trope, showcasing not just her size, but her heart. Or how about Moto Moto? His catchy, "I like 'em big, I like 'em chunky" song became an internet sensation. Hippos have transformed from fearsome creatures of the wild to beloved characters that make us laugh and smile. But it's not just animated films that feature hippos. They've made appearances in various forms of media, often as comic relief or gentle giants. The board game Hungry Hungry Hippos has been a family favorite for decades, bringing joy and laughter to countless households. And who can forget Fiona, the premature hippo at the Cincinnati Zoo, who became a social media star? Her adorable antics captured hearts worldwide, reminding us of the charm and personality these animals possess. These pop culture representations have significantly impacted how we perceive hippos. They've shifted from being seen as dangerous river monsters to lovable, if somewhat clumsy, creatures. This change in perception has actually played a role in conservation efforts. As people have grown to love hippos in media, they've become more interested in protecting them in the wild. It's fascinating to see how our emotional connections to these characters can translate into real-world action. However, this cuddly image can sometimes overshadow the reality of hippos in their natural habitat. In the wild, hippos are one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. They're territorial, aggressive, and can run faster than you might think. It's crucial to balance our media-inspired love for hippos with respect for their wild nature. They're not just cute characters, they're powerful animals that deserve our respect and understanding. Conservation organizations have cleverly leveraged the popularity of hippos in media to raise awareness about their plight. They use the public's affection for these animals to highlight the threats they face in the wild, such as habitat loss, poaching, and human-wildlife conflict. By connecting people's love for media hippos to real-world conservation, these groups hope to make a difference. It's a brilliant strategy that taps into our emotional connections and encourages us to take action. So, what's the future for hippos in culture? As we become more aware of environmental issues, it's likely we'll see more realistic portrayals of these animals. Maybe we'll get a documentary series that showcases the complex social lives of hippopods. Or perhaps a video game where you play as a hippo, navigating the challenges of life in a changing ecosystem. Whatever comes next, one thing's for sure. Hippos have made an indelible mark on human culture. From ancient goddess to modern-day meme, these remarkable animals continue to captivate us. And there you have it, folks. The incredible journey of hippos through human culture. From ancient Egyptian deities to social media sensations, these amazing animals have done it all. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, as big as a hippo's yawn. And hey, why not share it with a friend who loves animals or history? Drop a comment below telling us your favorite hippo fact or character. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the fascinating world of animals and culture.